Hello, my name is Jack Mosel. I'm at the Weebatuck High School in Amenia, New York, and it is June 2nd, 2015, and I wanted to give a brief update on a project I started last year. I'm an earth science marine biology teacher here in the high school, and I'm also senior lake restoration consultant for Lake Savers, www.lake-savers.com, and we restore lakes naturally. We use no toxic means or processes, chemicals, procedures, nothing invasive. We engineer nature to restore nature, and we've got nationwide projects on our website, and we've got a lot of municipalities and public and private lake associations, and we've got drinking water reservoirs that we work with as well as backyard ponds. One of the things that I've been involved with lately in the last few years with Lake Savers and our approach to perform our mission, which is to restore water bodies to a pristine state naturally, is to include the food-water nexus. And the food-water nexus is essentially to encourage the fact that everything with regard to water bodies is connected to the land and the processes that occur on land. And this prompted me to formulate a in situ scale project in my classroom to replicate the function of the wetland as a filter. And what I've done is I've created a project which I affectionately called Project Grow the Walls here at Weebatuck High School, and it's 2 years running now, and I'll show you some of the system here right now. This is a 150-gallon fish tank, and these are the fish. Say hello to the fish. There's a great variety of fish in here. As you can tell, they're very healthy, and if you got a chance to know them, you would know that they were happy. There's also babies in here, so they've been reproducing. The green vegetation you see in there is a form of algae called periphyton. It's actually quite healthy, and it's vitally nutritious, actually. It fosters a full spectrum of life in the water body itself, and this fish tank is not supposed to be pristine, clean, as it were, like a sterile fish tank. It's supposed to look like a lake, so it's essentially a lake. It's a scale model of a lake. In this bag, you have something we call Nutrisorb, and it's essentially a pyrolyzed biomass along with a volcanic mineral, and we utilize this system in our lake restoration systems. And the tank essentially was eutrophic, hyper-eutrophic, and it was pea soup green. You couldn't see through it. And I let the tank get that way sometime throughout the winter during the school year, and everyone in the class, the students and colleagues, everyone gets pretty dejected when they see it. And they know now I do it on purpose, because the last few weeks of school, what I do is I add this pyrolyzed biomass along with the volcanic mineral and other non-toxic minerals, and a few days later the tank becomes more clear, and then this is the product. You have essentially a crystal clear lake and vibrant fish, and it maintains this way. This system works this way. I've got a pump inside the tank. The pump pumps up the water from the lake, if you will, or the pond, 10 feet up into a pipe, and the pipe is basically 3-inch PVC. There's 70 feet of it, and inside the pipe itself is essentially a stream. The water is pumped up, and then gravitationally it runs back through the pipe, cascading through the media, which is the volcanic mineral as well as the pyrolyzed biomass, and that becomes a substrate and a surface area through which high porous matrix cation exchange occurs, where nutrients from the fish tank are pulled onto, adsorbed onto the surface of the media, and that becomes for a nutritious rooting matrix in place of soil. And in turn, clear water, or nutrient-less water, is returned back to the tank. So this is a connected system, and I've sprouted these herbs. We have some nice parsley here, and this, of course, is mint. The smell in the glass is fantastic. And along with a grow light that I have on overnight for a few hours, because the light isn't ideal, although that's due east. The sun does come up and pass through, so we have the requirement for some artificial lighting. This is the system, and the kids really got a chance to learn how the food-water nexus and the land and the water are connected, and have concomitantly become dependent upon each other, inextricably connected. And that's what our watershed is. The watershed perimeter, littoral shelf within the lake land boundary are essentially the filter for our water bodies. So there's a great amount of detail and course material, and of course hands-on exploration, where we learn how to restore water bodies and how water bodies function, and essentially how delicate and fragile and dependent we are upon water, especially these days, and how vitally important it is to teach the benefit for restoring water bodies to a pristine state through using natural means and engineering these solutions by incorporating nature. And I thank you very much for your attention, and more updates to follow. Thank you.